Hello, hello. I always feel like I start off with a good sing song. Hello, hello. Like a bit like Elsa and Anna, let it go. So I'm not gonna keep singing, but hello. Hello. I am so excited to share today's quick tips with you from the Ask Rebecca series. I'm really excited to share with you today because this is something that I'm not going to lie, it's been boiling up for some time. But these are the biggest myths that I see in the online coaching, in the online entrepreneurial, in the online business world. And so I wanted to share them with you. I'm not usually one um, for going against the grain and sharing things I disagree with, but I just think that this is really important because so many people catch on to these beliefs and feel like they need to do these things, and it's just not the case. Um, Now I've got I've got my pen and paper with me and my notes to make sure that we don't go off on too much of a tangent. I like to keep these sessions really quick, actionable, and straightforward. So as always, I'm Rebecca Lockwood, your neuro-linguistic programming trainer, hypnosis trainer, and breakthrough coach trainer. I support female entrepreneurs and coaches to become qualified, certified, and accredited in coaching and psychology, basically. So today we're talking about the biggest myths that we see in the online world. And so I wanted to talk about this really quickly. So the first thing is I see people talking about having to get up really early in the morning and be part of a 5 a.m. club. Now, if you if you are one of these people, I also used to be one of these people. I used to I read the book by what is it called now? The I read the book, was it, it's not Robin Sharma, no, it's Hal Elrod, about the miracle morning. And the book is fantastic and the concepts in it are fantastic. But one of the things that I recommend that you do is get up early in the morning and follow a morning routine. And now I also wanted to make note that in my book, Step Into Your Personal Potential, I do recommend that you get up half an hour earlier than normal to go through the things in this book that will really help you set yourself up for success in the day, in the week, and really support you to work on your mindset. However, there are a lot of people who think that they need to get up super duper early at 5 a.m. in the morning in order to be successful because that will help prime their minds for success. Now, I did used to talk about this because I used to be one of these people who used to get up at 5 a.m. in the morning. And then what happened, this was when I had my first child. So I only had one child at this time. And what happened was I fell pregnant and getting up at 5 a.m. in the morning every day whilst pregnant and having a baby and running a business and running a home just became unsustainable. It just wasn't sustainable. And then what happened was I started to beat myself up because I couldn't get up so early in the morning, and I thought that that's what I needed to do in order to be successful. Now, let me tell you that I have I have never been as successful in my business as I am now. And I get up between 7:30, well, I'd say between 7 and 8 o'clock every day, because that's what works for me in my life and in my routine. So the first myth is that you have to get up really early at 5 a.m. in the morning in order to be successful. It's a complete myth. It's a lie. You do not have to do that. You do not have to do that. Going through the tools and techniques in my book and getting up maybe half an hour earlier every morning than what you usually would is a good routine to have, but it doesn't have to be as early as 5 o'clock in the morning. So that's the number one. Number two is you have to grow a social media following. Now, having a social media following could help with having a successful business, but having and spending all of your time and energy on getting likes and getting comments and getting views and having people show up live to your things on videos and things like this is not what's going to make you successful. It's not. We have had, in fact, today, which is amazing. If you're on the podcast, listening to the podcast, you'll be like, what is she on about? Because I'm now delivering a Facebook Live. We've got 5 people on our Facebook Live, which are viewing. Hi, ladies. I can't see who you are, but hello and welcome. But this is probably the most people that we've had on live with us for some time. A lot of people catch the replays, so a lot of people watch back, and a lot of people watch the video on the blog, so it's not on Facebook. So when you're focusing on trying to get like and trying to get comments and trying to get people to really follow you, when you're focusing on these things, it can take a lot of energy and a lot of effort for something that's not necessarily going to mean you have a successful business. Being an influencer on Instagram and getting loads of Instagram followers and likes and comments doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get sales from that. Doesn't necessarily mean that people are going to buy your stuff. So that is a complete myth. When we stopped focusing on trying to get likes and comments in the business and started focusing on sales and delivering value, that was when things started to really, really move for us. So it is a complete myth. So that was trying to grow, trying to get Facebook likes or Instagram likes and comments. It is not going to equal success. So the next thing so the first thing was getting up at 5 a.m. in the morning. The second thing was trying to get social media likes and comments and followers. And the third thing is selling high-end programs. And now, when I say selling high-end programs, I mean things that are like £5,000, £7,000, £10,000. You do not have to have a high-end program in order to be successful. You could have a program at mid-level at around £1,500. You could have a program even lower than that. One of the most successful mentors that I have has a program at £600. She has a very successful business, and that is her one key focus in her business. So you don't have to have really expensive products or services in order to have a successful business. It is a complete myth. We grew our business beyond 6 figures with just one program at £1,500. And we were able to do that. And so just because you may not have a program at £5,000 or £7,000 or £10,000, it doesn't mean that you're not going to have a successful business, okay? And the third thing that is a massive myth on having a successful business is having all your shit together. Like, you do not have to have all your stuff together in order to have a successful business. It does really help. It definitely really helps. But we also need to understand and be kind to ourselves and know that every day, things happen, and we have to be kind to ourselves each and every day. And we are human beings. We feel emotions. We experience stuff. It's not all about putting on your positivity pants every day and hoping for the best. It's about really acknowledging what is going on right now. What can I do to support myself more right now? And moving forward with that mindset. That's the mindset that's going to keep you successful, not the mindset of thinking that there is a perfection, because perfection doesn't exist, right? So to recap then, number one, the biggest myths that we see in the online business is getting up at 5 a.m. in the morning. So number one, getting up at 5 a.m. in the morning does not mean that you will be successful. Number two, growing a social media following and having loads of likes, comments, and people following you, that does not equal success. It doesn't necessarily mean that people are going to buy your programs or your courses or whatever it is that you're selling. Number three is that you do not have to have high-end programs in order to be successful and have a successful business. And number four was you do not have to have your stuff together all of the time. You are human, and having the mentality and the mindset of acknowledging where you are each day and moving forward with that is what is going to support you to be successful, not trying to aspire to be perfect, because perfection does not exist. So that's it from me, ladies. I hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, I'm Rebecca Lockwood, your neuro-linguistic programming trainer, hypnosis trainer, and breakthrough coach trainer. And I support female entrepreneurs and coaches to create successful businesses, become fully certified in coaching and NLP and hypnosis, and a few other things to create the business of their dreams. So I'm going to pop a link in the show notes and in the live video above to our new coaching series. Next week, we are kicking off with our next free training, the biggest mistakes new coaches make and what to do about them. So I'm going to pop the link up there in a moment. If you need anything at all, do reach out. It'd be amazing to have your comments, whether you're on the podcast, head over to the Facebook page and shout hi. As always, if you need anything from me, I'm here, and I'll catch you on this page for another Ask Rebecca video next week. Have an amazing week, and I'll catch you all soon.